3 days ago, he struggled. Ben Johnson was furious. Couldn't get the play in and out. Yesterday, struggled with a deep ball. Today, Caleb Williams, 2 red zone picks. 1 tip ball, another one horrible pass. So 3 days in a row, it's gotten a little bumpy for Caleb Williams. So people say, I hear athletes say this. I hear people say that you can't take a lot from camp. You can see red flags, positive, negative. Andrew Luck, Jaden Daniels, first week of camp, Commanders, Colts. You were hearing glowing reports. Disastrous first dates rarely become great 30-year marriages. I've interviewed lots of people in my life. Disastrous interviews never become great hire. It matters. Sean Payton last year was texting me in August. He's like, Bo Nix, it may take a few starts. Guy's going to be good. By October, Bo Nix, 103 passer rating. You can see good. It can be one of those musical shows. It can be an athlete. It can be an interview. It can be a first date. You can see stuff. What do they say? Men decide in 8 seconds. Women decide in 8 minutes if they want to spend any time with this person. So Caleb Williams was sold as a generational talent. We were all hoping it would be this generation, right? Like, how long do you want us to last? And wait. So remember this. Ben Johnson's first year with Jared Goff. Let's go back to that. Remember that Lions team 2022 was not the roster it is now. The O-line wasn't quite set. Jared Goff, first year with Ben Johnson, now the Bears coach. Led the NFL, 29 touchdowns, 7 picks, 7th in passer rating, 6th in passing yards. And again, that Lions team isn't the one now. That's 3 off seasons ago. The Lions team now, I don't think is as good offensively as the Bears team right now with their personnel. So and I feel this. Quarterbacks in 2025 are a little bit like streaming shows. Bro, if you're not getting me by the 2nd episode early, I'm out. Used to be 3 years. Give Eli Manning 3 years. Those days are over. Private coaching, 7-on-7 camps. You can transfer in high school and college to a better place. Those days are over. He's got to be good by late September and early October. And that streaming show, you know it and I know it. By the 2nd episode, if you're 8-10 minutes in and you're like, the writing's bad, it doesn't work, you're on to another streaming show or another service. And so I think you got to grab people early in this relationship.
What in the blue monkey nipple did I just listen to? Welcome back to Bears Yard. This your boy Vipe, and I cannot believe I just listened to 2 minutes and 50 seconds of Colin Cowherd talking absolute nonsense about our quarterback, Caleb Williams. So basically, Colin Cowherd is out here telling you that Caleb Williams, if he's not good by the beginning of October, that he's going to be a bust, this, that, and the other. He highlights how he's had his early struggles in training camp with the 3 days that we've had this week. Hasn't really been all that good for Caleb Williams, this, that, and the other. He actually had the audacity to try to compare Caleb Williams and his training camp and whatnot to what Andrew Luck and Jaden Daniels did in their training camp. Like, you actually remember how they did. Are you serious right now? But I digress. Listen, man, I am tired of Cowherd and other national media analysts and even some local Chicago media people trying to bash Caleb Williams when in actuality, he started off doing good. Now, listen, I'm not going to sit here and be naive. I realized that the Chicago Bears went 5-12 last year, and there were definitely times where Caleb Williams was not the best that he could be. But if we look at Caleb Williams' season in a vacuum last year, as a rookie quarterback in the NFL, he came in and threw for over 3,500 yards, 20 touchdowns against 6 interceptions with an 87 passer rating. But for whatever reason, people want to act like he was a bum. Did you forget who his head coach was? He was coached by the most generational loser in the history of NFL head coaches. Did y'all forget that his coordinator was fired? His offensive coordinator, Shane Waldron, was fired? His head coach, Matt Eberflus, was fired? Or does that not fit your Caleb Williams as a bum narrative so you gloss over it? I know the answer. Don't even answer it. But here's the rub, Pam. Even with all of that instability around him, he still performed and had one of the top 10 rookie quarterback seasons of all time. But it gets missed because y'all too busy glossing, or glazing, I should say, as the kids would say, y'all too busy glazing over the recent rookie seasons of C.J. Stroud and Jaden Daniels. But let me tell you something. We on year 2, baby. And Caleb Williams now has Ben the Pen Johnson, the most chaotic, the most electric offensive mind in the NFL as head coach and play caller for your Chicago Bears. But he also now has an upgraded offensive line and even more talent on the team than he did last year with the additions of Colston Loveland and Luther Burden III. And year 2 is going to be drastically different. Now, we want to talk about training camp. Cowherd, you even just said in that diatribe that the athletes and other NFL people will tell you that you should not take too much away from training camp. It is literally called training camp. Caleb is trying to figure out what he can and can't do. Did I mention he's working with a new offense, a brand new offense, a new head coach and coaching staff, new personnel, because remember, he has 3 new offensive linemen that he's working with now. And they're still trying to figure out the left tackle situation. Also, he's dealing with new footwork because Ben Johnson changed his footwork in the offseason. So now instead of being left leg up, he's right leg up, or whatever the case may be. So all of this newness that he's trying to get accustomed to while still executing in training camp. So yes, there's going to be some bumps in the road. There's going to be some mistakes that happen. But in training camp, we know what happens when you turn the lights on and when it's game time for real. He performed. How many fourth quarter comebacks did he lead last year, which were ultimately squandered by his inept head coach? But how many times did he lead the Bears back in the fourth quarter last year? Again, last season, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, an outstanding rookie year by most normal accounts, but y'all want to just gloss over it for whatever reason. Again, now he has better coaching, he has better people around him, and we will have to see how he performs in year 2. Now, if we're having this conversation around the middle of this season, then I might start to entertain it. But still, remember, he's only going into his second year as an NFL quarterback. I find it very interesting that Cowherd brought up Ben Johnson and his first year with Jared Goff. Jared Goff was already an established NFL quarterback with like 3 or 4 years in the league at that point. What are you talking about? Why are you comparing Jared Goff to Caleb Williams? Or why are you comparing year 5 or year 6 Jared Goff to year 2 Caleb Williams? Do you understand how asinine that is? Are you out of your mind? I know what is going on. It's this hot take, sensationalism, journalism that y'all keep doing. It makes no damn sense, but it gets clicked and it gets me to make videos like this, so you continue to do it, even though you know you're full of crap. Don't talk about my quarterback, bro. Be careful how you talk about my quarterback, okay? When Caleb Williams starts lighting people up, and he will, remember what I told you. Remember what you heard here on the yard today. This man, Caleb Williams, is about to light the league on fire. Fire! And I don't want to hear any of y'all brown nosers or any of y'all haters come back, crawl back like, oh, where's that Caleb Williams? There's the generational talent. We know he can do it. No. You stay in your lane. You stay over there. You stay over there, Billy Bob. Stay over there. Don't come over here. You're not allowed. Stay over there, okay? Because we know, the real ones know what Caleb Williams is capable of. And the NFL knows it too. You heard them boys last year talk about how good he could be. Why do you think Tom Brady has such a tight relationship with Caleb Williams? Because he knows how good Caleb can be. The real ones know. It's only these fake media people that have never played a down of NFL football that think they got their finger on the pulse and they know how he's going to do it, what he's going to be when he hasn't even entered year 2 yet. But Caleb is coming. Be ready. But let me know your thoughts. How do you feel about what Colin Cowherd said about Caleb Williams? Do you agree with Colin? Do you disagree with Colin? Drop a comment. Subscribe to the yard. And if you want more Bears thoughts and opinion from me, check out that video right there.